is controversial and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children, we were taught how to walk and talk, but...
All right, Fake Woke Frontlines, day 3. Once again, YouTube challenge. Please show me your guys' super duper love for freedom of speech and keep my videos up without the swearing and all that nonsense. All right, guys, gonna do the same thing I do every day. I'm gonna go find some MSM news articles, and then I'm going to read them, and then I'm going to find some alternative news articles so you can make up your own opinion. And if you disagree with me, please put your comments down in the bottom, because I love to argue. It's one of my favorite things to do. Alright, here we go, guys. I'm just a normie, right? So what do? I'm going to go new tab, CNN.com. I have not looked at it once today. We are at 6:30 on a Sunday on the West Coast, Washington State. Alrighty, what do we got? Alright, I'm going to pull another new tab, and I'm going to do MSNDC. Oh, BC. That's right. I'll put that one in while it's loading. I'm also going to go to YouTube. I'm going to hit new news 221, and then I'm going to set the filter at 1 day or 24 hours. Alright. Here we go, guys. I'm going to go back to the beginning. CNN, top of the line. Let's see what is the most important thing that you should be thinking about. Alright, guys. Top story. FAA. Some Boeing jets likely to be grounded. That's after the FAA video that came out of that flight that came from Honolulu and Denver, where the engine was on fire and the dude was recording it the entire way over. And yeah, the engine did not fall off, the plane did not fall off, everything was okay, landed safely with an emergency landing. But that is super duper important. It's not like we're in the middle of a pandemic and there's other more important things to do, like, you know, everybody losing their homes, the children not being in school, lack of vaccinations, the weather turning on us. Don't worry about all that, because there's a plane, one plane with 100 and something people on it, and its engine is broken, and that's more important than 320 million Americans that are suffering through the pandemic. Alright, we got 4 stories on our first top page. Next one, Texas Congressman knocks cruise for Cancun trip. I'm not going on some vacation, is what Cruz says. We're not going to actually talk about the weather happening in Texas. We're not going to talk about the fact that you can't even drink the water in Texas and surrounding states. We're not actually going to talk about the fact that this is an unprecedented weather occasion that hasn't happened in thousands of years, according to the scientists. What we're going to talk about is Ted Cruz is a pussy and he went to Cancun. And he deserves it. He freaking deserves it. Because all that stuff is minuscule compared to Ted Cruz and his daughters having a vacation in Cancun. You know, it's not like if you were in the middle of a frozen snowstorm, would you rather be somewhere else if you could afford it, or would you rather stay there? I mean, it's like this dude. I mean, he's the one that contaminated the water. This dude, he's the one that caused the snowstorm. He's the one that caused all these problems. And you know what? You're right. You know what? Fuck you, or F you, Ted Cruz. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to keep this, G-rated. That was my one F-bomb I get. Okay, YouTube. I'm done. Don't take another check. That was the only one. After that, we're on our third story of the 4-page story, Frontline News, CNN, blam, blam, blam. Most important things that Americans should be thinking about. Just a reminder, there was a flight with a super duper scary engine between Honolulu and Denver. Congressman Ted Cruz took his children to Cancun, even though Texas was in a national emergency and he should have been there freaking digging up the water and putting chemicals in there and making sure that everybody's supposed to be duper duper safe. It's Ted Cruz's fault. Every fucking second. That was the second one. Okay. For real. I'm done this time. Okay. Hey, you. Get. Alright. Most super duper of all. Fourth newscast. Anderson Cooper asks Bill Gates if he'd eat inside a restaurant 1 year from now. That's so relevant. OMG. Thank God Bill Gates and Anderson Cooper took the time out of their minuscule schedules to look after us little itty bitty people, because the most important thing we should be thinking about is if we can eat at a restaurant from a year from now. No. If you think that is a stupid thing to be talking about, then you need to go back and do your homework, because this is CNN, the most reliable news source in the nation. And we don't like any dissenting views. So, you know what? That's what's up. Next, we got MSND and MSNBC. Sorry. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Oh. Dude. The U.S. reaches a new milestone. We have 500,000 coronavirus cases. COVID deaths. That is freaking crazy. Okay? 500,000. Do you know how many that is? That is 500,000. You know what? People that say, 400,000 Americans die for any reason anyways, you people are stupid, because it's been a year and a couple months and there's 500,000 people dead. Okay? So you are super duper racist, and you need to stay quiet, because no one cares about your opinion when you be talking about the same people die every year that died of coronavirus this year. How many people died of car wrecks? Dude, that's a stupid question. Everybody died from coronavirus. Alright, that's only half a page. The other half, The basis of the Capitol riot suit against Trump discussed by NAACP. Oh, sorry guys. I got a little excited. I might have clicked the video. Let's go back. This though, there is nothing in your life more important than what I'm about to read to you right now. This is the most important thing in your entire life. Are you ready? The basis of the Capitol riot suit against Trump, discussed by the NAACP. That's a lot of letters. In case you don't know, the more letters, the more super duper important they are. President, comma, CEO. I don't even remember what I just told you. Let's read it one more time. The basis Capitol riot suit against Trump discussed by NAACP President CEO. So his opinion is more important than everybody's because he's the CEO of the NAACP. You know, that one company that's all about racial equality. You know, those people that refuse to use any meaningful Martin Luther King quote, like, let's be judged on the content of our character and not the color of our skin. I mean, who wants quotes like that? That shit's... Oh, crap. That was my S-bomb. That stuff's weak, Martin Luther King. What the hell do you know what you're talking about, man? Like you lived through segregation. Y'all don't understand what us millennials are going through these days, okay, guys? Y'all have no idea, as a white person whose ancestors have held this community back for so long, I have no idea what you were thinking to make such a stupid comment. Of course, the color of our skin matters, because the color of our skin was the color of depression. Don't you know anything, doctor? I mean, you think this guy's like Dr. Jill. Like, you would think that he has the credentials of our most beloved FLOTUS, because she is a true doctor. She is a true character that we should all put on a pedestal. I don't know about you, but I got about 4 pictures of her. Yeah, I keep them all in my bathroom. So when I'm taking a fat dump, I'm thinking of my FLOTUS. That's my floating hand signal right there. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was talking about the news. Oh yeah, that was it. That's all we got at the MSNBC. That's the most important relevant news of your life today, guys. U.S. reaches grim milestone, 500,000 COVID deaths. Bing. The basis of the Capitol riot suit against Trump discussed by NAACP President CEO because he's so relevant, and you know everybody knows his name because he's super duper important. Alright, you know what? I might as well go to the most reliable news source of the day, because holy crap, who would I be if I didn't rely on these people to tell me what I should think? So, I'm just going to go ahead. Y'all already know who I'm talking about, of course. YouTube. Right? I'm just going to go to my home page, right? I'm going to hit explore. Alrighty, and then we're going to go click news. Gotta get that super duper important news and see what's cracking, so we all know how to prepare ourselves for what's about to happen in the future, because these guys are the most reliable news source in the world ever. Like, their standards are so high that I mean, these people might as well rewrite the Bible because they know better than everyone. I'm telling you. Let me tell you. All right, guys. Front page news. Super duper reliable news sources. Fox News, CNN, Houston Newsmakers, The Hill, and CBS Evening News. Let's see what's the most important super duper news ever. Over 14 million Texas facing water disruptions following boil alert in Texas. Well, thank God. They know that the ice started melting like a day ago. So, like, what you're talking about right now, everybody in Texas knew 48 hours ago. But thank you for reminding all of us that Texas is crappier than where I live. Thank you, Fox News. CNN. Dr. Fauci, most expensive government employee to this date, I'm pretty sure. Dr. Fauci explains why we might be wearing masks forever. That's not what he said, but I'm going to tell you what he said. But he might as well say that because there is nothing I love more than wearing masks and breathing in my own stale breath and that extra carbon monoxide. Because the best thing I could do for our future would be dying. Right? Me and my whole family, everyone. We all might as well die so the earth can be here longer, right? That would be the best thing any geopolitical sound minded person would do. I mean, they might as well just, not wear seatbelts, because the less people that are living, the less pollution that is happening, Well, I'm not thinking that. Okay, guys. That's Dr. Fauci. He's the one that thinks that wearing all these masks is going to create more pollution. And that's more important than you know what I mean? I think it was 80,000 people that died in the last 2 months since January that Joe Biden's been into office. So we take 80,000, right, in 2 months. And then Donald Trump before that had 8 months. So 80,000 times 2, right, that would be 3,200 times 8, that would be 6,400. So our 64,000 Americans at this standard in the last 2 months, 640,000 Americans died during Donald Trump's service because Joe Biden did better. So at the very least, we're going to give him Joe Biden's number, right? We're going to give him 80,000, 2 months. So we take into account Donald Trump's 8 months during the coronavirus and 640,000 people died. What? That's not true. They're trying to say that only 420,000 people died. And I mean, that's roughly the same amount of people that die every single year. So that person is obviously crazy, and my number's correct. And Joe Biden is the best opportunity for everybody. And you should never take any... I mean, if anybody tries to criticize him, first off, if they're a black person, just tell them that they're not black. Okay? Because they disagree with Joe Biden. Second off, that wasn't my words. I was just telling you what Joe Biden told me. He told me that you are not black if you didn't vote for him. So if you did not vote for Joe Biden and you have melanin in your skin, then you don't have melanin in your skin. You know why? Because we are the party of science. Yeah, I don't know. CNN told me that was what was up, and I'm rolling with that. We're the party of science, and You have no melanin in your skin if you voted for Donald Trump. Just to let you know, just in case you don't pay attention in school, because that's science. Alright, guys. I'm totally off topic. Next topic. Houston newsmakers. What does impeachment acquittal mean for Trump? Wait, yeah, it said Houston newsmakers. So they are in the middle of a epic snowstorm, and they are talking about Donald Trump's impeachment that ended a week ago. And this video is from 9 hours ago. So, dude, in Houston, don't worry. You guys, your people are on top of it. The only thing they're concerned about is why y'all let Donald Trump get off again. Don't worry though, because right here next to them we have Schumer slams Ted Cruz. He's getting overwhelming criticism. Come on, give me again. About his Cancun trip. Because that, to be honest with you, judging by everything that I heard today on the mainstream media, is basically Ted Cruz it's his fault. Everything that happened in Texas this week is Ted Cruz's fault. You feel that, Ted Cruz? Right? Everything. If you wouldn't have went to Cancun, then this winter storm wouldn't have happened. ERCOT, they wouldn't have blown their job. You know what I'm saying? The governor, I mean, he would have never took ERCOT's money while he was running in order to switch you guys over to this ridiculous freaking plan that y'all were on, independent power grid. Yeah, y'all getting a little too crazy with your Lone Star State. Yeah. How about you guys start simple? Just open your borders. Let everybody inside. You don't need to check anybody's IDs. Come on now. What do you think this is? An election? We don't check IDs for elections either. Why would we check IDs at the border? No, we only check IDs if actual Americans want to purchase alcohol or tobacco, because then we need to make sure that you're of the right age in order to slowly kill yourself through carbon dioxide poisoning or, liver damage. Then it's our business. But if you are traveling across the country with unoccupied minors, then you better not have an ID. No, you better keep that frickin' ID inside your frickin' pocket. You know why? Because if you even whip out an idea, if I get a sniff of some lamination or a credit card or even a possible future job that you might have in this country, I'm going to turn you around. You know why? Because we don't want you. Yeah, we only want those people that are crossing illegally, not paying taxes, trying to avoid all of their responsibilities, possibly with their criminal records, because they don't want to even, hey, there's one place, when you sign up for a job, right? And they ask you, and it says it. It's like, by law, are you an American citizen? Yes. By law, have you ever been convicted of a felony? So, Americans, we have to fill this form out, right? Before we get employed, we get that job. We've been super duper good. Because if you're not super duper good, you ain't getting no job. You better go get in the bread line, because your ID is expired. You got traffic tickets. You're broke. You don't even know how to clickety-click to get online to get a vaccine. You freaking disgrace. Yeah, you, American, don't even know how to do that. Meanwhile, I forgot. Okay, guys, sorry. I'm getting out of hand here. Last one. Millions of Texas still without power and safe water. But guys, don't worry. Don't freaking worry, guys, because we are on this. Ted Cruz is to blame for everything. Alright, guys. I'm going to have to let it go there because I'm getting a little out of hand. So, I'm going to pause it, listen to it, and send it to you all. Stay soft.